John, 5 months later, here we are again. Rogers Center in Toronto for a World Series rematch between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays, who played that Game 7 for the ages. The Dodgers took to win it all. And the lineup for Game 1 is presented by your SoCal Helpful Honda dealers, and it looks like this. Get our first glimpse at what Dave Roberts is thinking with Mookie Betts on the injured list. Kyle Tucker bats second. Freddie Freeman moves up and hits third. Teoscar Hernandez, coming off a big weekend in Washington, is in left field. Muncy at third base, hitting fifth. Andy Pages, the top hitter in baseball so far, in center field, hitting sixth. At second base, Alex Freeland. Dalton Rushing, back-to-back starts. And Ha-Sung Kim makes his 2026 debut as the shortstop and nine-hitter. They face off with a 41-year-old Max Scherzer, who has started his 19th year in the major leagues. 7. Ohtani climbs in, and off we go. A first pitch fastball and a swing, fouls it back. White Sox. Scherzer's 0-2. Ohtani reaches out, flips it into the shadow center. Varsho makes a sliding catch. A 3-1 to Kyle Tucker. Taken upstairs, ball 4. First base runner for LA. Scherzer to Freeman with an 0-2. He got him swinging for his first strikeout of the night. Hernandez lifts a fly ball down the left field line. If it's fair, it's got a chance. It's gone. Teoscar Hernandez opens the scoring with a 2-run blast. Hit his first of the year yesterday, piercing the wind in Washington. No conditions to deal with today. And he smacks it out of here to make it 2-0.
Meet it. It wasn't a powerful swing. It was a well-timed swing, perfectly on the barrel. Very smooth.
Thumb doesn't heal. I'm done. I'm going to quit then. Didn't even make the Division Series roster. By the time it was all said and done, they were leaning on him in October. He gets 2 strikeouts in this first inning, but the Dodgers get 2 runs on the home run from Hernandez. Now it's Justin Robleski. He had his moment in Game 7 as well. His own fireworks. Here come the Blue Jays. George Springer heads up there to lead off. Then Davis Schneider with the left-handed starter for the Dodgers. Schneider gets the opportunity. Vlad Jr. bats third. Kaz Okamoto, one of the new Blue Jays, the cleanup man and third baseman. Ernie Clements at second. Varsho in center. Straw in right. Heineman does the catching with Kirk on the injured list. And Andres Jimenez has taken over everyday shortstop duties. Bo Bichette now with the New York Mets. So Robleski comes home with his first pitch of the day. It's a little bit low on George Springer.
This is a four-seam fastball on the slider.
He's walked Springer to start the game. If fall in the middle of the season, you wouldn't bat much of an eye at, and nothing more. Fly to left field. Teoscar Hernandez shy of the track has it. Cracks one the other way. Back goes Tucker onto the track at the wall. He's got it. Fires back to first. Springer's in there safely. Guerrero just misses. It stays 2-0, 2 out. Scorched to the left side, a base hit for Okamoto. But sure enough, Yamamoto did. This is a fastball, flexed into shadow center field, a base hit for Clement. Throw to the plate from Tucker, not in time, and the Blue Jays on the board, 2-1.
Okamoto hits a bullet. This is a jam shot, and it's just the perfect distance to get it there. Right on the label of the bat. Doesn't break it, but places it perfectly.
Saw that a dozen times. Bases loaded. Second walk of the inning. 3 straight 2-out base runners. Robleski deals. Straw grounds one towards the middle. Kim takes it himself and ends the inning. Both teams get on the board in the first. Jays, though, leave them loaded. 2-1 after 1.
Professional hitter.
Pops it up. Down the line. Vlad and Clement out. Ernie Clement will put it away for the first out of the second. After he played. Here comes Alex Freeland. Freeman lifts the first pitch that he sees to right center field. Routine for Miles Straw. 2 out in the second to get Will Smith an early back-to-back off day. Rushing collects a base hit with 2 gone here in the second. And Smith will be in there the next 2 days to catch Yamamoto and Ohtani on in his swing down there. Hammers this ball to center field. Varsho's going back. Biggest part of the yard will swallow it up. And end the inning.
Those that were out of the zone.
Chopper, Kim for the first out. Robleski's payoff to right center field. Pages was shaded to left center, but he gets there easily.
A step or 2 short.
Springer sends a high fly ball to left center field. Pages says, "This is my territory." Don't know if you've seen the highlights, buddy. Fleming pitching in the major leagues for the first time in 2 years. It's been last season in Japan. Foul, and it's jumped the frog on that. Or jumped the shark on that. Dribbled in front of the plate and a throwaway. Ohtani's going to turn the corner and go to second. More sloppy Blue Jays defense. Clubhouse and everything else around it. Grounder down the line, picked by Vlad Jr. He'll shovel it off to Fleming, who beats Tucker. Up to third goes Ohtani. And so it's infield stays in. 3-2 comes home. Freeman drills a ball in the air, right center field. How far will it go? Big man power, Freddie Freeman. Not a question of if, but just distance. And Freddie Freeman way gone to make it 4-1. Heck of an at-bat right there.
Special fastball near the middle, and he doesn't miss it at all. That's the swing. Here comes the sound.
This is Shohei sound.
It was.
Grounded towards the middle for Jimenez. Gobbles it up, throws him out. Ground ball, base hit, right center field for Muncy. Pages smokes one through the legs of Okamoto. Down into the left field corner. Picked up by Schneider. Muncy stops at third. Pages into second.
And just didn't get it scooped up.
Another 2-2. Shot to short. Jimenez off a hop. Loads up, throws low, and Guerrero picks it from his seat. Wow, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. bails out Jimenez and avoids another defensive lapse. Freddie Freeman, though, goes deep, and it's like Game 7 never ended. 3 home runs to win Game 7, 2 home runs to lead Game 1 of this set. Go down to AAA and figure himself out, find out what made him good. Strikes out Schneider for the first out of the third. Comes back. He's got a walk. Third one issued by Robleski.
Who he is as a big league player now, and so a lot of the confidence he feels today stems from that World Series.
His opening is rung up a double play, and he did. Kirsten, 6-4-3 to finish off the Blue Jays in the third. Off his fourth inning. If you happen to just tune in, Max Scherzer leaving the game after 2 innings, and Josh Fleming has taken over for him. His Blue Jays debut has not gone well. Gave up a 2-run home run to Freddie Freeman in the third, and he hits Dalton Rushing to start the fourth. Issues. He takes ball 4. First to have reached 8 and 9. Teeing things up for Shohei. Games back to last year. Waits on a breaking pitch, sends it a mile high. Playable for Varsho. Both runners tagging. Kim trying to take second and will. 0-1 pitch. High fly ball to right field. Did he get enough of it? Straw is back with Varsho, and Varsho's got it on the track. Couple productive outs, though, from the big guys at the top of the order, and the Dodgers lead 5-1. Sacrifice fly, Kyle Tucker. Payoff pitch to Freddie Freeman is taken for ball 4.
Pages being put into the game to cover for defense, even though
Fleming to Hernandez. Couldn't lay off. Strike 3. Strand a couple here. They do add one, though. Lead it 5-1. Driven in the air to right center field. Pages on his horse. Under it. 1 out. Pop up. Left side. Muncie's got it.
first time they wore them. They got 5 runs today in them.
A swing and a miss from Straw. That ball trickles into play. Robleski throws it down to first. And Straw's aboard.
Contact being anticipated.
Ricochets off Dalton Rushing. Freddie did his best to stay healthy right there and almost catch it. Inning still alive. Tyler Heineman punches one past the mound. Ricochets off it to the second baseman Freeman, and that'll wrap it up.
With runners in scoring position.
Under Vlad Jr. Ricochets to second. And oh my goodness. Bad news, Jays.
Late.
Pages bounces one towards the middle and through. Andy Pages with his first hit of the ball game, and they've got him cornered with nobody out. Middle infielders play halfway. Corners are in. Freeland shoots it up the middle. Clement has it. Steps on the bag over to first for 2. Run comes in, and it's 6-1. Base hit to center field. Rushing taking advantage of these couple days in the lineup. Start. There he goes. Here it comes. Kim loads up and pops it up. In shadow right, Ernie Clement, called off by Miles Straw. That does it for the Dodgers in the 5th. They add another. We're halfway home. Tapper along first. Robleski bare hands, races and beats the dive. A lot going on that play. Fly to the right field corner for Kyle Tucker. And still not clarity. See many looks like that back in October. Remember Dave telling us how happy he is. But that's just Alex being Alex, perhaps. Baltimore chop right side. Bare hand play by Freeland, and Freeman holds the bag. Alex Freeland joining Justin Robleski with a couple nifty plays in this inning. This is sweet. So are the Dodgers right now, looking for a 4th straight win. Man applying his 9th major league season, his first one with the Blue Jays. 6 years with the Diamondbacks. That included an all-star season in 2022. Guy who's a 27th round draft pick. Ohtani digs it out, sends it in the air, center field. Varsho back. It is gone to center field. Ohtani's 3rd in 4 games on the trip.
You get to see this. A lot of games here.
Yeah, depending on roof open, roof closed. It'll be closed for all 3 games.
I think he was asked to sign it.
Another well-hit ball off of the bat of Freddie Freeman that is picked off by Straw. Miles Straw. Wonderful range to take extra bases away from Freeman in the first out of the 6th.
L9 in your scorebook, but you could put a star next to it for the jump and the catch. Freddie disappointed. But boy, has he been barreling up a lot of balls since the beginning of this season.
4-pitch walk. Dodgers have been all over the bases in this game. They've got 9 hits. Uppercut and a miss and a changeup. Strike 3, 2 out. 7-1 ball game. Dodgers have him at first and second. Already a run in the bank on a Shohei Ohtani home run. Third of the game for LA. Third of the trip for the great one. Tommy Nance out of the Blue Jays bullpen. Pence had to work early and often tonight, with Scherzer lasting just 2 innings.
Rivers that end up having sliders as their pitch.
Tucker takes off. Throw to third. Not in time. Stolen base, Kyle Tucker. Just under the tag.
Well, I would say there's some better percentages out there, but yeah.
Driven to right center field by Pages. Straw and Varsho on the run. Won't get there. Pages has knocked in 2 more with a double. And the Dodgers unloading on the Blue Jays in this World Series rematch.
Now in the first 10 games.
He's now knocked in a dozen. 2 for 4 tonight. That average that came in at 471 has gone up. And you add that with elite defense in center field. And he takes off for third. Freeman went around, strike 3. Dodgers get 3 more. 9-1 over the Jays. Made his name similar to Pages, even if he doesn't do anything else. His name will last. People talk about that 25 World Series. Delivers to Okamoto, the cleanup man for the Blue Jays, and gets strike 1.
Bases loaded, no out situation he almost got out of.
Okamoto with an opposite field hit. First knock for the Jays, and Cerny Clement drove in a run with a single in the first. Leadoff man on, and Clement punches one past the mound to second. Freeman has made another nice play. Varsho flies it to center field. Alex Call put it away. 2 out. And Okamoto to third. Here's the payoff to Straw. Poke to second. Freeman picks it. Alex Freeman keeps on playing defense. Oh, he has put on a show out there tonight. That's 3 excellent plays for the Dodgers second baseman. And drills a ball to right center field for the second time in as many days has hit it out. Dalton Rushing with his best 2-day stretch in the big leagues. Double digits for LA again.
That's 2 days. Foot down, head down, ball down, launched.
5 straight plate appearances where he's reached, and includes those 2 home runs. Kim trying to use his speed to get on, and he does. Infield hit for Kim. Van Scoyoc this spring was telling him, let's see how many you can just swing as softly as you possibly can as they're working through it. And the ball still jumps off his back because he's so strong. So Tony takes in the same hurdles, Kirsten and Oro, that he's had to deal with last year. And that is the lack of playing time. That's a crack bat flare down the line and a base hit for Tucker. Up to second goes Kim. Freeman lifts a ball to right field and deep. Straw running back on it to the track, to the wall, and watches it hit off the wall. Kim will score. Freeman to second with a double. They're pouring it on. It's 11-1. Second extra base hit of the game for Freddie Freeman. His 5th in 4 games on the trip.
He's a doubles machine. He can hit it a long way over the fence, but he hits so many balls on the barrel and on the line and down the left field line with some slicing action. The doubles just happen off his bat.
That's early and just a slow start. That doesn't make it feel any better. That ball's pummeled to right center field. 2 more runs are going to score. Teoscar Hernandez has knocked in 4 today. 13-1.
Alex Freeland not taking his at-bats into the defensive side of the ball and making great plays. And this Blue Jay offense is nowhere to be seen, and not just in this game. The last 2 games they've scored 1 run and only got 9 hits. They are 9 for their last.
Muncy takes strike 3. Tomorrow's pitching matchup as good as it gets. It's Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers. It's Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays. Gausman is short center field. Clement out to make the catch. And in the inning, Dodgers score 4 more runs. Stand and stretch. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Sit and Sleep. Got thrown out on the bases with 2 outs and Vlad Jr. on deck. Muncy snaps off a throw that's late, and Heineman's got an infield hit. Hit in his career, the drop-off much less drastic offensively. He can't get this one by Kim. Wow, Willie Mays style for Kim. Over the shoulder.
Fence from the 2 guys in the middle infield. Mookie Betts out with an oblique. Kim says, I'll get it for you. And Freeman has been fantastic at second also. And he was working on Kim's footwork and anticipation for what side he wanted.
To call a strike.
Jesus Sanchez challenged it and then walked off anyways. If you're that sure, then don't challenge Jesus. They're out of challenges. Another 0-2 from Klein. He struck him out. Old math. 3 strikes and you're out. Want to keep him, you have to carry him on the big league roster the entire year, no matter what his background is. Freeland flies it to center field, and it's caught by Varsho. Monster day going for Rushing. 3 for 3 with a home run. Cranks another. He's got a second bomb. Who is this guy? Dalton Rushing exploding. Well, it was one Dodger catcher that won the World Series the last time they were in this ballpark. He gets the rest today. And the other one goes deep twice as part of a 4-for-4 night.
3 home runs from the first 4 hitters in the Dodger lineups. And 2 home runs from the 8-hitter. A night rush.
Kim goes up the middle with a base hit.
On his face is that little one. Somebody's giving him a hard time.
Ohtani's down swinging. Bouncing ball to first for Vlad Jr. He'll feed him on the bag. To end the inning, Dalton Rushing. 2 home runs tonight, 3 the last 2 days. Everybody having fun. 14-1. Velocity is not everything. Enriquez throws as fast as anybody in franchise history. And this year, opponents are 4 for 4 against that fastball.
It's hit. Now, velocity does give you a bigger spray pattern.
There's velocity built right to the corner to get Vlad Jr.
Yeah.
Down on this fastball. Enriquez comes home with a 1-1. Bouncing ball to third. Routine for Max Muncy. 1-2-3 8th inning. for Edgardo Enriquez on to the 9th in Toronto.
He's throwing 40 miles an hour or slower.
Waits on it. Into center. Varsho runs it down.
Velocity doesn't matter.
Right. Let him hit it.
Miles an hour.
Jimenez. 2 out. Vlad Jr. to Heineman, who's got a 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Blue Jays are their first thing to cheer about. The 9th, and Miguel Rojas will pitch the bottom of the 9th. A little more high stress last time he was involved in a ball game here. He's going to rack up the pitching totals in his career. His 9th career appearance. Varsho. into right center field. A leadoff hit. On his way to second, a double. Straw walks. He hits Heineman here to load the bases. Left side, Muncy. Only play is at first. That's a tough play. Him to shift those hips like that. Varsho's in to score, 14-2. Mexico. It's from Hermosillo. Pop up on the diamond. See if Rushing's got room. He does. 2 out. Ground ball left side. Muncy's got it. Dodgers in a World Series rematch roll the Blue Jays 14-2.
What a way to keep the road trip going. The bats are hot, the pitching is solid, and they've got 2 more here in Toronto.
Can't beat tomorrow's pitching matchup. Yamamoto for the Dodgers, Gausman for the Blue Jays. 7 o'clock here in Toronto, 4 o'clock back in Los Angeles. For Earl Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and the rest of our crew, Joe Davis saying so long from Toronto. Stay tuned for access.